also from the Lone Star State. He came in at 228 pounds.
Mike Tyson's in-ring interview might have been a sad sight to watch for many, but his post-fight press conference was even worse. Seeing a 58-year-old Mike Tyson get humiliated and toyed with by Jake Paul wasn't a beautiful sight to behold, and it's something the whole of boxing agreed to after his poor display against the problem child.
Can we please clear the ring, lady?
That's Utah Lear up deep.
It was one of those boxing matches where boxing fans feel regretful after watching, the kind of matches where the undercard gets more appreciation than the main event. To the hardcore Mike Tyson fans, Mike Tyson's second exit from boxing was even more miserable than his first, as he lost to the YouTuber-turned-fighter Jake Paul in a dismal heavyweight contest on Friday. The 58-year-old struggled with his movement throughout, and in the final rounds, Paul appeared hesitant to inflict too much damage on the former undisputed world heavyweight champion. "I was trying to hurt him," he insisted in the ring afterwards. Distressingly, Tyson appeared to suggest after his defeat that he could be lured back into the sport in the future. He identified Jake's brother Logan as a potential next opponent. Well, that was during the in-ring interview when reality was yet to set in. The baddest man on the planet got into the dressing room, and when he came out for his post-fight press conference, everything had changed. His statements were way more different than what his interview reflected. Once he settled in the conference room, a journalist asked him how he was feeling, and his response was disheartening. "I feel sore. I feel really sore. I can't feel myself now. I tried to win, but it just didn't work out. It didn't go the way I expected it." Tyson, whose speech has been struggling to find coherence since the final press conference on Wednesday, took a pause and broke down into years. As he admitted, he didn't know what the future held. He was also asked about some statements he made in the ring about an injury no one knew about. "Yes, I had an injury, but I can't use that as an excuse," Tyson said after being asked about his knee and the condition of his legs. Iron Mike Tyson said, "Yes, I have a habit of biting my gloves." Tyson adds, "I have a biting fixation." "He's the greatest to ever do it," Paul says in victory. "He's an icon and it's an honor to fight him. He's the toughest man." Tyson, "I'm happy. No, I'm not surprised it went the distance. I knew he was a good fighter. I didn't prove anything to anybody, just to my family."
No, I knew he was a good fighter. I knew he was prepared. I came to fight.
58, a lot of people thought you shouldn't be here. A lot of people thought you'd be done and dusted in the...
The 8-round fight, which was streamed live on Netflix, was scored 80, 72, 79, 73, and 79. 73 in favor of Paul, who is 31 years younger than Tyson. Netflix's first foray into live combat sports, meanwhile, endured some rocky moments, with a number of viewers complaining of streaming and buffering problems before and during the fight. It wasn't only Netflix that buffered, even Iron Mike Tyson buffered. And this was the general complaint after the fight. Irish boxer Michael Conlon said, "I'm just glad Tyson didn't get badly hurt. Credit to him at 58 doing the 8 rounds and making a ton of money, but that should never have happened. I suppose if it makes money, it makes sense. Jake is a smart businessman, no doubt, but that was sad."
I don't think so.
You've got more in you. Comes to mind.
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan?
JJ Watt added, "Mad at myself for staying awake for that. I know better." Tyreek Hill, feeling frustrated, declared, "Mike made me get my Netflix account back for nothing." An annoyed Terrence Crawford tweeted on X, "I love Mike Tyson, but they giving him too much credit. He looked like trash. To train that long and only throw 97 punches the whole fight is crazy. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt out there."
Because yesterday it got pretty personal and heated.
That happens when you get ready to fight. You get in the moment.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
ESPN's Stephen A. Smith, who had interviewed Iron Mike Tyson some weeks back, claimed, "Love Mike Tyson, always have, always will, but 58 is 58. Plus the legs just wasn't there. Old is old. Thank God he didn't get knocked out. Now it's time for Jake Paul to get in the ring with a top 10 fighter. Or hell, a champion. No more ball players, strikers from MMA, or old men. It's time for Jake to get into a real fight. He's good enough. Make it happen. The dissatisfied NBA legend Magic Johnson wrote, "You're sad, smach. I cut it off because I couldn't watch anymore. It's sad to see Mike Tyson like this because I went to every Tyson fight. This fight tonight was not great for boxing." Finally, Andre Ward said, "I enjoyed it. It's a powerful thing. I appreciated it for what it was. I didn't expect it to be the old Mike."
Oh, the boxer.
A very good fighter.
Do you think he deserves respect from the public?
Absolutely.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
I think it's time to call somebody out younger than Mike. A bit more of a threat. Somebody the boxing public can say, "We respect you, even if you lose." "I was trying to hurt him a little bit," Paul says. "I was scared. He was trying to hurt me." Perhaps Mike Tyson didn't understand how shambolic his display was and how disgusting fans perceived it, as he had left the door open for one last dance. "I don't know if it's the last fight. It depends on the situation. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I'll fight his brother." Logan Paul replied, "I'd kill you, Mike." Well, except Mike Tyson has some other fans to watch his fight. If he hopes to get views from the same fans, that might be a very poor turnout.
If he can win it, do I like it? No, because I love Mike Tyson. I'm just concerned about, Tyson's legacy. That's it.
In a fight that had fans torn between disbelief and thrill, Jake Paul came out victorious against Mike Tyson at a Tant Stadium, a result that instantly sparked an avalanche of reactions across the boxing community and beyond.
Time shot there from Jake Paul, and that is what you call a turning point, folks.
The story of this fight wasn't just about a YouTuber turned boxer stepping into the ring with a heavyweight legend, but about all the heated speculation that surrounded it. The age difference, the rumors, the whispered conspiracies. And now the dust has barely settled, but opinions are flying fast, and they're louder than ever. For Eddie Hearn, Paul's victory is bittersweet, a spectacle that he admits was hard to watch without questioning its integrity. "Look, I've been around this sport my whole life," he told the PBD podcast right after the fight. "I didn't think it would happen. Tyson is a legend, sure, but he's 58 years old. This whole thing felt scripted. People love Jake Paul, sure, but they don't see what this means for boxing. This isn't what it should be about." The tension in Hearn's voice isn't just about the fight's outcome. He's riled up because to him, boxing is more than entertainment. It's a legacy sport with a history that shouldn't be tampered with for clout or attention. And then there was Carl Froch, who couldn't agree more. Froch has been talking about this fight from day one, and after watching it play out, he didn't hold back. "Fixed, that's all it was," Froch said bluntly. "We all saw it. Tyson barely threw a punch with any force. Look, if you put Mike Tyson, even at 58, in a ring with someone, you expect him to go for the kill. But that wasn't Tyson out there, not really.